Hello and welcome back to Game 2 between Stormforce 5 versus Hellraisins. Hellraisins took a very convincing Game 1 and Stormforce 5, they are here to hit back and even out the series with me to break it all down. It is Brightside. Are you going to predict another first pick lifestealer here if it's not banned?
I'm thinking it might be banned. Oh, they're actually going to ban the Rubik.
There's a magnet. If they don't ban lifestealer, it's just going to be a lifestealer pick again, right?
Yeah,
Like,
almost guaranteed. And if lifestealer gets banned, they're probably just going to pick Lena.
Hellraisins doesn't really play Omni Knight, or would you prefer Lena over Omni Knight?
I think Omni Knight's easily exploitable in first pick, is what I've generally found. You can get Sven, for example. That's kind of what happened to us, and it nullifies a lot of what the hero wants to do.
Yeah, there's the lifestealer ban.
Yep.
Now,
Opens
are
up.
we gonna see the fiery lady? You're so good, Brightside. How
It's
do you
not a-
have it all in your head? How big is your head?
It's not a so bland, man. Fuck. Jesus. Yeah. So, yeah, Lena, cool hero. Wins lanes.
Are you
Very
looking
flex-
forward to a new patch?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. So there's the Lena hero.
And there's gonna be a clockwork.
Okay. Respectable hero. It's a hero that can, in the laning stage, if you ever get to the Lena, she will die.
Mm-hmm.
She also doesn't really want to buy Force Staff from the pos 4 roll. She wants to go like Yules and Aether and like Ags and stuff. So it's kind of awkward for her to buy that.
And there's gonna
But
be
they
a
left-
Mars.
Yep. They left in the Mars, the Captain Coco special. He picks this hero every Captain's Mode game he can get his hands on it. It seems like. I think we saw this exact same opener from Hellraisins in their series against Odd Otters, if I recall correctly.
Yes, I actually think so.
Yeah, it's just very stable. Not a whole lot of things beat it. Right, if you ever LSA into Spear, that hero is practically just dead. So,
It also it gives you good wave clear with the Lena, some team fight with the Mars ultimate. Like it just covers so many bases with a very solid opening and a solid lane.
absolutely. I do think if there was a hero I'd pick here, I'd probably pick Spectre. Hard for Mars Lena to fully pressure Spectre out of lane, and it gives you a global presence for your clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of has a double value pickup here.
Also exploits this factor for Lena of Lena just wants to have enemy heroes away from her, and with Haunt you're immediately on top of her.
Absolutely. And in lane, the biggest counter generally to Lena is +1 carries. So PA, Spectre, CK, any hero that can contribute to harassing the Lena with your 5.
And that's why we see the Spectre. Now a Witch Doctor ban. That is for the +1 carry is Spectre, like Maledict into Spectral Dagger, plus some right clicks.
Yeah, seems pretty fair. It would be a deceptive amount. It would actually be a pretty high damage lane. Because Spectre is deceptively high damage in the laning stage too. As they ban the Ench, they ban the Warlock actually.
The old classic Warlock Spectre.
Kind of a dead hero, so it's a little surprising to see that banned.
What is so bad about Warlock? Just the long cooldown? Too long cooldown?
Yeah, the long CD, his laning presence is pretty terrible too. Like you're just a heal bot.
He has laning presence?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. What else is bad about him? He has no lane shove. He's all team, like he's high CD team fight.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just purge off fatal bonds with like an oracle
Yeah.
or a lotus orb. So Terrorblade ban, interesting ban. Thinking about heroes that counter the Spectre.
The Viper.
And yeah, okay. Thinking PA looks really nice for Hellraisins right now.
Now for Stormforce 5, what kind of what position 5s will come to your mind to go with your Spectre here?
Well, I would have said Ench, but Ench is banned, so that won't be available. You could Jakiro. Some wave clear hero would be really nice. It's also really nice synergy with the clockwork, right? If you get a cogs, macro pyre them, it's a lot of damage.
And yeah, like now that you mention it, like wave clear is something that Stormforce 5 needs right now. Spectre and Clockwork, not really known for pushing out waves very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. You could also go for something like a Coddle, maybe. We've seen Coddle Spectre come into be picked.
You're gonna go for an Oracle. So some save for the Spectre?
Yeah, so this is the more like responsive approach, I guess. It's a counter to Lina and Mars in theory. Generally in practice, the Oracle just dies to a Mars jump. So it's very much if Stormforce 5 is ahead and making plays and jumping Hellraisins, it's really nice, but if you're behind, it feels really bad.
Gotcha. A really dumb question, and I think the answer is yes. If Spectre is false promised,
yes,
the damage...
still reflect.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really dumb. If you're false promised, you still reflect the damage you took with dispersion, even though you're technically not taking damage. Well, it's really strange.
Yeah. And Hellraisin's actually gonna go for the Keeper of the Light.
They're thinking CK maybe.
Oh yeah.
They could look for a PA as well. CK is really nice this game because it's another hero that will just obliterate the Oracle. It also doesn't really care about being trapped in cogs. And you actually just kill the Spectre early in like the early to mid game if you have a good start. Like the dispersion reflection is not enough.
I also would really like the CK because it's like very low cooldown. Like they'd have so many stuns they could like just fight non-stop. Meanwhile, Stormforce 5 they need kind of that Spectre haunt to play around.
Absolutely.
And like Keeper enables that even more with the Chakra magic.
The Void Spirit does dissuade it a little bit because you can't reliably ever stun him. And your supports kind of just die. The only problem with this Void Spirit pick is that Mars can just buy a Yule's, and he can never outplay getting Yule speared. You'll always get hit by it. There is no counterplay.
Oh, they're gonna go for a troll. So they're trolling Stormforce 5 here. The Troll Warlord coming out for the Hellraisins. I haven't really seen that hero.
I would not consider this a good troll game. I consider Oracle and Clockwork two of the best supports against troll in Dota. Because if you ulti, you can get cogsed in and you're stuck. If you're not BKB'd, you can also get disarmed by the Oracle. Now, this is an odd pick. It is a good carry versus Spectre in theory. If you get ulti locked on him onto the Spectre, Spectre is dead.
Yeah, that is a DED, not a
Most
DEAD.
most of the time, but I mean he's got Oracle with them. Like they've got the sustain factor as well. So I can't say I love it. It should have a good lane though. Whatever they're laning against is gonna just get Roiling Axes off CD with the mana reset as well from Coddle.
Yeah, that is usually one of the problems of Troll Wallet. Like he has a very limited mana pool, not a very smart boy in his head.
It's really nice with Mars as well. When you look at it, all of their cores actually, or all of their heroes, Lena, Mars, and Troll, all have mana issues to some degree. So the Coddle seems pretty nice here, actually. Whether or not you think Troll's a good hero, it is nice to have the Coddle with it.
They're gonna ban out an Earth Spirit on the Radiant side. Okay. Are they thinking this is Lena mid?
Yeah, it looks like they're thinking it's Lena mid right now. It's a pretty nice Lena mid game. I don't know. They have like 3 jump heroes. I would not want to pick Lena mid in this game, I don't think. Looking at the bans, they're banning Conkaban. Do they think it's offlane Void Spirit?
Yeah, it's very unpredictable for both sides currently.
I don't think you can pick offlane Void Spirit into Troll. I think it's 100% mid with the Troll pick. They banned Huskar.
I guess like Huskar Oracle is.
They're probably picking Ember. There's the Huskar band. Yeah, Hellraisins probably thinking Ember, which is a great Ember game. Good lane matchup versus Void Spirit. They have no reliable catch for him. It's really just hooked.
They can also jump the Oracle very easily.
Yeah, it's another. It gives them a long range catch. So we like Ember Lena, right? We first phased that combo before. You change into LSA, and that hero's practically dead. You can chains into Mars Spear, chains into Lena Stun, chains into Troll hitting them. They've got a lot of nice synergies.
Now they have 20 seconds of reserve time, and they are gonna go for a Storm Spirit.
I guess they just banned Huskar because they have Oracle, and then I guess it's not a Rice Boy. Rice Boy doesn't play Huskar, so the ban doesn't make sense to me. But maybe they don't know Rice Boy's hero pool that well.
They have 1 second of reserve time, so Stormforce 5, they're gonna pick right here. They're gonna go for a Night Stalker. So it will be the Void Spirit mid, I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So they picked the Night Stalker into Troll.
I mean, the silence is really nice.
I don't have confidence that this Night Stalker is gonna have a good lane. They must feel like they won't have enough damage to pressure the Night Stalker out of lane with Troll Coddle. I'll be very interested to look at that lane matchup at about 5 minutes to see how it's going.
Yeah.
Everything else pretty standard, it would appear.
10 seconds.
Who would you favor if you had to like just pick somebody based on draft?
I think Dyer's lineup is just 100 times easier to play. Who's doing the damage on the Radiant? It's kind of a mixed bag of a hodgepodge of who's doing damage. Like Void Spirit does a little, Oracle does a little. Well, he does a lot early, but Night Stalker, if he's snowballing, can do damage, but if he's not, he's a creep. But you look at Hellraisins and you look at how they take fights, and it's just so easy. Right? It just makes sense. You like your Storm jumps the backlines, gives you vision. Your Mars hits a nice arena, it gives you vision for Storm jump. Your Troll can run in to give you vision. He doesn't really die this game. So I think I slightly favor Hellraisin's draft. Mostly just 'cause I don't love the Night Stalker pick at all.
Mm-hmm.
It feels strange to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, still though, it is gonna be going up against the Spectre, one of, if not the best carry of this patch. And we are here now, game number 2 of this best of 2 series on the Radiant side. We have Stormforce 5 on the Dire. It is Hellraisins. And for the Radiant, let's go over the lineup really quick. Chauvet near rocking the beautiful Dire Tide Oracle set, playing the Oracle. Rice Boy on the mid. Void Spirit. Oh, he just followed the Oracle because he didn't get tangoed. We have Double King playing the safe lane Spectre. And into the off lane will be Reaper on the Night Stalker, a very fitting name. And Garda on the Clockwork. Who do we have on the Dire?
So on the Dire in the bottom lane, we have Captain Coco. Don't speak too soon though. Oh, nice fortunes. And Captain Coco will be on the Mars. Ice Shadow will be on the POS 4 Lena. HK will be on the POS 5 Keeper of the Light. Wage will be on the mid Storm Spirit. And Matsuri will be on the safe lane Troll. I was interested to see what HK's skill build was this game, because I've seen, I guess the W build just makes sense against Clockwork. I've seen Coddle start Illuminate as well, and they just shove the lane in and then pull. But I don't know if you can do that versus Coddle or versus Clock.
Mm-hmm. And he is still bottom. They might actually do an aggressive tri lane together with the Mars. Just leave the Troll by himself.
This is strange. The nice thing about this Troll pick is that he can solo lane versus this dual lane versus Night Stalker Clock. You're never dying.
I think he's looking for a courier? No. What is... I'm not quite sure what Humble Korean is doing here.
She's chillaxing, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the woods. You know,
he's on a ward. Like he's seen by this. This is so weird. Okay.
He scouted out where the ward is.
He scouted the ward, I suppose. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only issue is now that he's done this, Garda gets a free pull off. Oh, that was sick.
I missed it.
That was sick. He blinded lighted the Clockwork out of the camp.
Oh, nice.
So it spawned.
That was very nice. Now that's gonna be the denies onto the range creep, but nobody there for experience anyways. Oh, down bottom here, Double King taking a lot of damage. That will be first blood. Ice Shadow gets the kill.
Yeah. I said it's hard to pressure Spectre, but right now he is very strong still. Or very weak. Wrong.
The opposite.
The opposite. Yeah, he's very weak early. And when you get those levels of dispersion, levels 2 and 3, it starts to get easier just to stay in the lane.
Oh, up top here, Garda walking in with the battery assault. He's doing some harass.
So far, what the heck? Look at Reaper's denies. He has 7 denies.
What?
What the fuck? He doesn't have that much of a damage advantage.
He just reaps him.
What in the world? HK?
It's gonna get found by Garda here, but it's gonna be under the tower. But that's a courier dead.
Okay. This top lane's going better than I had anticipated so far, with Reaper's CSing at least. Troll has 4 CS to his name.
Yeah, especially like those first 5 minutes are usually when Nightstalk, like he has high base damage, but he doesn't really do much else.
Yeah, I mean, Night Stalker is not going to kill anybody in this lane, so if he can trade farm effectively, he's pretty happy. Although they could kill heroes up here if they ever, you know, if they whittle them down and get a battery assault with the cogs on top of it. It's not the craziest thing.
Oh, in mid, there's gonna be the electric vortex onto Rice Boy. He has to dissimulate. He's gonna get away with that. Level 4 electric vortex. Oh, at the same time down bottom, they get the kill onto the Mars and they spray Boo.
Yeah, what's really nice about this bottom lane is it's just they have 3 nukes they can throw at heroes. So the idea of having a hero, like they can throw the dagger at a hero and then they just Fortune's End Purifying Flames them, and that's like 400 plus damage already.
Oh, in mid, they are both going to die, but Wage is gonna get the experience for it. So he's gonna be nearly a level ahead of the Void Spirit now.
Yeah, not great. Rice Boy just, I don't know, I wasn't really watching. I guess he just got outplayed. I wasn't really watching, so. There is a DD rune though for Rice Boy.
He's gonna get that.
The real victor of the exchange.
You got the experience, I got the DD.
Oh, something like that. So they lanes have evened out a decent amount, I would say. As you know, Spectre is getting his CS. Nightstalker's still CSing relatively well, although Troll has caught up. But
Yeah.
they're not pressuring this Nightstalker as hard as I thought they would. I feel like
down bottom near, one more right click is gonna finish him off, and now Double King is gonna be LS8. Captain Coco doesn't have a spear anymore. But Spectre taking some damage from that. Up top, they throw axes at Reaper, but he doesn't care, he has a bracer.
yeah, I just really thought this top lane would be applying more pressure than they are currently. Garda, he tried to stop their pull.
Oh,
But it is
find
nighttime.
the cogs onto Missouri here. A nice blinding light from Humble Korean. And Reaper cannot get that kill.
Alright, well we successfully hit the first nighttime, and Reaper is farming relatively well. He's got 70, still 12 denies. That's wild. Maybe some of that is cogs? I don't know.
Just some stats
Yeah,
padding.
it's just really odd to see. Wage, he is farming up a big camp stack here. He hits his level 7. Yeah, full level up on Rice Boy right now.
Yeah. Is that gonna be worrisome? Because like this Storm Spirit, how are you gonna lock him down?
That is a great question. It is kind of just the Night Stalker, right? They don't have a whole lot else. They're very reliant on the silence. And if you get to Yule's on Rice Boy, which I assume he will, the Yule's Aether Remnant will be very nice as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not wrong. A snowballing storm is very scary in this game, especially to a hero like Oracle.
And very similar to game 1, like
Here's
it didn't
the
take
fault-
6
wait.
minutes for the first blood, but a very low kill count so far.
They're chucking nukes at this Oracle or at this Lena bottom, but he's got a raindrop. So he ate like Nir's entire mana pool and took like half his HP. And Nir is out of mana regen as well, so I guess he has a clarity running, so he's chilling. Top lane,
They're looking
8K.
onto Humble Korean. They find him with the Void and the Cogs, and the old man has been brought down.
Alright, they got him. Yeah, that's like kind of the only hero that can threaten in this lane. I don't think these two heroes can kill Troll.
Yeah, Missouri has of course always the blind with the whirling axis.
Yeah, it actually destroyed. They've the 2 blinds in this game, which is actually really important to think about as this game heads towards the mid game. Nightstalker and Spectre very reliant on right-clicking heroes. So
Rice Boy making the rotation bottom. They might be looking for Captain Coco here. There's gonna be the Astro Step into the Dissimulate. It's going to hit, and Captain Coco is going to fall. Nier takes that kill. Ice Shadow, it's gonna get gone. Another Shadow Step. Rice Boy is not gonna follow on the tower though.
Nice rotation, gets them a core kill. This is what you have to do against Storm. Storm is just power farming to his Orchid. So you can either you're not gonna out farm him in a farm trade. So you can look to gank to make up
there's
for
gonna be
it.
the Dark Ascension up top, and the old man is gonna get run at again. The blind, is it gonna be enough? Humble Korean, he has a salve. The slow onto Reaper, and Reaper actually taking a lot of damage. It's gonna fly into the trees.
Ah, it's so hard. He can't hit anybody in this top lane. He gets blinding lighted, and then he gets whirling axed.
Yeah. And like, even as this game goes later, like, there isn't a ton of magic damage coming out from the Radiant. They're very reliant upon their right clicks. Oh,
yeah,
Nier
absolutely.
is gonna get stunned here with the spear into the wall, and that Oracle is dead. And now they're also gonna find the LSA onto Double King. He of course has 2 points in dispersion. He's gonna survive. Rice Boy making the rotation now top.
This may have been spotted by this Dire Observer Ward, and now it's spotted. Oh, he's just here to take the stack.
Oh, that is a beautiful stack. Mostly made by the Keeper of the Light, so he does not get that support gold.
Sag.
Very sad.
It's I do like the movements Rice Boy has been making. You know, rotates bottom, gets a core kill. Rotates top, gets a stack. Gonna look to pressure the troll out of lane now, but I don't know if it's enough to counteract how much the Storm is getting. Look at his net worth. Holy shit.
He has 100 last hits at 9.5 minutes.
He is so farmed. Holy fuck.
He is gonna go. I might even find a kill here onto Garda. Yeah, Garda, goodbye. He's now gonna take some more last hits from these cogs.
Yeah, and another hero we talked about it in the draft, but it's another hero that loves getting extra mana. So this Coddle pick, while it may be not like, it may be look a little strange in like lane or like in execution, but all of his heroes are going to be greatly enabled by this chakra magic.
Yeah, especially at level 4, like 320 mana for a Storm Spirit is so good.
Yeah, and they're going to give him the mid lane now because Troll can solo top, so they're kind of just farming on 4 heroes right now. Ice Shadow not farming, but he is pressuring bottom still. It is looking really good for Hellraisins right now off of this laning stage, and you can see it reflected in this 2k gold lead.
Yeah, and Nier has been found by the arena once again, gets the Fate's Edict off, and with that will survive for a little bit. Now Reaper coming in with the Dark Ascension, Rice Boy going on to Ice Shadow, but Storm Spirit is here, has the newly acquired Orchid, and is gonna finish off that Rice Boy.
11-minute Orchid. How are you supposed to counterplay that?
He is level 12.
Yeah, he's just
They found Gardar as well.
You talked about, you know, ways that they like can counter this Storm Spirit, and the easy answer is when he's this far ahead, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
He can play. He's gonna play with. They're gonna have a vision advantage. He's got this Orchid. He can threaten and kill any hero on the map, and he's always gonna have mana because of this Coddle. And
right now I feel like it's very, very scary for the Radiant because it is not nighttime. So the strongest the strongest hero on your team, Reaper, it cannot really do much. Humble Korean placing down a ward between the tier 1 and the tier 2. He really likes to put down this ward down. Oh, up top they find Missouri. With Rice Boy rotation.
That's
also
much
shot.
needed. It's absolutely much needed.
Yeah.
Hellraisins was just farming on like the entire map.
Night Stalker getting gone on Humble Korean. Just gonna refresh all of the cooldowns of Wage. And they're gonna take down that Night Stalker. Now looking for a tier 2.
Very natural move. They take bottom, rotate mid, get mid. How's Radiant supposed to fight you with this freaking Orchid? If anybody gets jumped, they're dead. Well, I said that there is the Oracle counterplay, but right now seems like there's a little bit too much damage coming out of the Storm.
Yeah. And Dire, they're just taking over the map, like very similar to game 1. They're like you mentioned, like herding the Radiant side into like this this left side of the map, and it feels like that's what they're doing again. And now they're gonna invade the triangle with a smoke, getting behind the Radiant team, and they're gonna find the Oracle, the most important hero to get, and he will fall. They are gonna get the Clockwork as well.
Oof.
Oh. And Riceboy finds the troll here.
This is looking like a slaughter currently. It's not looking great.
Oh,
and now the Spectre
now Wage
is
gonna find the Spectre here. He has a blade mail, but he's gonna be forced to stare into the sun and think about what he did. Wait, Wage has fallen and Spectre has survived at the same time. Radiant there now going on to the Lina here. Ice Shadow getting low. Riceboy finds that kill. Now Masuri has arrived. He is looking for a Battle Fury, but cannot do a lot of damage yet. False Promise is going to be there onto the Reaper, and they're looking to control Masuri. Masuri, can he get away from this? He is slowed. Riceboy doesn't have another Astral Step. The Aether Remnant does connect, and another Purifying Flames is gonna finish that troll. Now Humble Korean is gonna fall as well, and a double kill for this Oracle, and Double King, he's still alive.
That was just that. That was just a blunder. They just tried to go on this blade mail Spectre, and the Storm just killed himself.
Yeah,
and now Double King got 700 gold, and now he's level 12.
Double King literally pulled just a Nelson from Simpson onto the Storm Spirit and asking him, why are you hitting yourself?
That was just, Storm just was like, I'm gonna all in, and he's gonna die. And he was like, no, take care, I have a blade mail.
Night Stalker, however, ooh, he just got impaled by Captain Coco.
Beyond that, though, they did. It was great recognition from Stormforce 5 to capitalize. They see two heroes going on DK. The Storm is dying. They're like, okay, let's go on mid. This might be the best chance we get. Works out pretty well for them in the end.
Yeah. Double King, he's very much like cornered by 4 heroes here if they find him.
He's gonna have TP either.
Uh-oh. Double King, just be quiet. Don't breathe too loudly.
Don't make a sound.
And not any sudden moves, and he will be fine.
Don't know. Was that movie? Is that's a movie, right? That it's Don't Breathe, right? It's like the horror movie with John Krasinski.
I don't watch horror movies. I get too scared.
I don't either. I just saw the ads for it. All right. Well, anyways.
They are gonna take the tier 1 tower, and I mean, like, all of that is just like influx for the Spectre, which still is this Spectre hero.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the reliable ways they have to kill a Spectre, and they don't have great ways of killing Spectre. Especially if they can never go on the Spectre first either. They have to always get to this Oracle.
Yeah.
So it's very scary.
And
when you play against
the Reaper is here going for the Dark Ascension, but Wage with the ball lightning out. Ice Shadow might be the sacrificial lamb here. It's gonna be slow. Captain Coco is here, finds the spear. And the beautiful arena. It's gonna keep him in place. Reaper, of course, can fly over it.
There's an Invis Riceboy here, but look, NSLT is gonna run out 5 seconds, so they're not gonna go. I mean, they're happy. Hellraisins is running around as 5 heroes, and Stormforce 5 is successfully pushing them away with 4. Well, I say that, but now they're dead.
Finds the Night Stalker. He's gonna get some more mana.
They were. Not anymore.
Yep.
This is all just space for your Spectre. But they do give up a tier 2 tower that opens up this outpost. Are they gonna go take it? It's okay. Not feeling it right now. All right?
Not right now. It's like at 1940 you realize, fuck, we could have taken it, and then you're too far away, and then you're like, ah.
It's a classic mistake.
Yeah.
That's
all the time. Oh,
Go.
Wage, Rice Boy, looking at each other, just be like, okay, parlay.
He can't go on the Void Spirit. Thankfully, he is the only hero that doesn't. I guess Spectre doesn't fully die. Garda dies though. He's dead.
Garda dies. Yep, he did. And now they landed the stun onto Rice Boy and the Oracle with the blinding, with the Will-O-Wisp over the top. They find the kill onto the Oracle. Rice Boy, he is gonna get away with the Astral Step. But now Missouri, he's looking to go straight into the Roshan pit with the Battle Fury finish. He says, I can take on Roshan.
They have a Vlad's on Mars as well.
So they also have the double blind actually. So blinding light and whirling axes with the Vlads. And that's part of the benefit of picking this troll hero is it gives you an objective taker. You can take Roche, you can take towers.
There's gonna be the Haunt, and the Spectre cannot take the Aegis. Storm Spirit will have it. The Dispersion is dealing a good amount of damage. They're so low. Missouri has his ultimate, is going to die, and now the Dark Ascension is going to come in here.
Okay.
They've taken down 3 heroes. They're looking for Wage as well. He of course has an Aegis, but that is the Aegis. They're going to take that down. They're also going to have to eat the
What is Reaper doing? Stop chasing him. Go kill the storm.
Wage
Oh my gosh.
is going to get the ball lightning away.
Reaper just chased the Lina instead of killing the storm again. That was a I don't know who made that call. That was a sick call. I did not expect him to go for that play.
Also, the dispersion damage from Spectre, like,
Yeah,
if Spectre had 300 more health, they would have all died before Spectre died.
The dispersion plus blade mill, just 100-0 2 heroes essentially.
Yeah.
The 2 cores, not just supports. There's 2 cores.
Yeah, Wage. Oh, they're gonna jump in here straight onto Nightstalker. Nightstalker has a blade mail, and now it's gonna fall though. Captain Coco finds the spear onto the robot man, and Garda is gonna fall.
All right. That Roche fight kind of feels like it was just both teams reset each other kind of thing. Wage has an arcane here.
They are gonna jump in here with the Rice Boy, and he will find the Keeper of the Light. But now the arena connects onto Rice Boy, and Rice Boy doesn't have an Astral Step anymore, and he will die. A triple kill for the Storm Spirit.
Wage is pretty powerful, turns out.
He's very, very powerful.
He has a full Bloodstone flying out to him now at 20 minutes.
With an Orchid.
Yeah, and the great thing about getting this Bloodstone so early is that the active is so value. The Radiant is so reliant on killing you while you're in their low CCs. Like whether it's the NS Silence, the Hook Shot, or the Aether Remnant. And if you ever get your Bloodstone off, you essentially just don't die at this point.
Troll went for a Mask of Madness now.
Okay, that's an interesting pickup.
Can you press Battle
No.
Trance and then Mask of Madness? No, so
it's pretty much exclusively a farming and sustain item. So he wants to move around the map faster, clear lanes faster, stay on the map with the lifesteal. I don't fully understand it, but they're gonna fight.
Spectre going on to Captain Coco here. Spectre meanwhile going into the backlands. There's gonna be Ignis Fatuus coming out from Humble Korean, but they've already taken down the Mars. Now looking for more. Ice Shadow is gonna fall, and HK is gonna fall as well. And a double kill for the Spectre.
Yeah, this was the reason why Spectre seemed so powerful in this game, is that their supports just die.
Yeah.
They kind of just ignored the storm, and if the storm doesn't go on the Oracle, they can afford to ignore the storm. He doesn't.
They are gonna found Missouri here. The Aether Remnant connects. There's gonna be the Battle Trance coming out. Wage coming in as well. The silence is gonna stay on him. Wage. There's gonna. Oh no. They are gonna try to heal up Rice Boy here now with the False Promise, but they've lost the Clockwork, and the False Promise is not gonna be enough. Near now is gonna get gone on. And a double kill for Wage. Now Double King is gonna arrive. Wage is just gonna TP out. That was so close from being good.
I don't want to flame them too much. The reason Oracle, in my eyes, is a counter pick to Troll is because you can disarm him during his ultimate, but he actually just didn't disarm him. He used it on Riceboy instead.
Oh, the jump onto Reaper and Wage.
We haven't really
another
talked
kill.
about Aisha. We haven't really talked about the Lina in this game, but he's got Aether Yules.
Oh,
So his catch potential on heroes is very, very large. He's got cast range talent, Aether Lens, and a Keen Optic. So he has maximum cast range for his hero. All he needs now is a telescope.
yeah, no. All you need now is a telescope on the Keeper of the Light.
Oh yeah, true.
And then a Seer Stone at 60 minutes. But yeah, a 9,000 net worth lead 24 minutes into this game.
Yeah, it feels like Dire is scaling with more heroes. That's where most of this net worth lead comes from. Troll is scaling with Battle Fury. Storm is obviously scaling. He's owning. Even the Mars, right? He's ahead of Riceboy on the Void Spirit. So they have 3 of the top 4 cores.
And even if you then look further after Riceboy, the next hero is Ice Shadow on the Lina and not Reaper. Reaper, like, that's the weakness of Night Stalker. You can't really farm.
Yeah, he's kind of just fallen further and further behind this game. It's if you can't find these kills, right? He's struggling to find these kills. Partially because they don't have a lot of lockdown, but they also just don't have a lot of damage. If a hero is locked down, it kind of just feels like it's only Spectre that's killing them right now.
They do have now a Desolator on the Void Spirit, so that is definitely going to help.
Interesting. He decides to go Deso. I thought he might opt to go for an Ags in this game, but they scan this on the Radiant. They see them.
Oh, Wage is going to be up front, but he of course has the Ball Lightning and can zip away.
They're going to catch him here, though.
Oh, there's going to be the Dark Ascension, and they're going to be looking for the Storm Spirit. The Ezreal does not connect. He is looking for a TP. The hook shot connects from Garda, and with that Wage, he has no mana, and he will fall.
And Double King gets the kill.
That's 700 gold for the Spectre.
700 gold for the Spectre. They used everything for that. They threw the kitchen sink at him. If they didn't kill him, that would have been really sad.
Near sees Captain Coco here.
Keeps his book down.
Reaper is... Oh, he's just gonna TP out.
Riceboy could have gone for the other Astral, maybe? I don't know.
It just came off cooldown.
A nice TP.
Yeah.
They get a lot of stuff off of the Storm kill. They get the Storm kill. They get to sweep across the map. They get a tier 1 tower.
And
all of a
Double
sudden,
King is level 19 now. Oh, he is gonna get Yules though. The LSA connects, but it is still a Spectre.
I don't know if that's the hero you want to be going on.
Yeah, and especially with nearby, he's gonna false promise you.
It is worth pointing out. Nier has a Glimmer Cape. And right now there is no detection for on the Storm. And it's actually the only reason I bring it up is because Storm is going to be the one that's breaching the backlines. He's going to be the one going on the Oracle most of the time. So if he doesn't have that detection, it could put a hamper in his plans.
Yeah. And despite the start that Hellraisin had, especially on Wage, it feels like the game is really stabilizing for the Radiant. Or like in favor of the Radiant, I should say.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're down 10k gold, but it they have ways to play the game still. At least until this BKB for Storm is completed, which is now flying out to them. So a lot of their ways of killing the Storm have just kind of disappeared with this pickup.
However, at the same time, the Spectre is gonna have as Scotty like pretty much now. The courier is at the secret shop to pick up that point booster.
Look at this interesting ward that HK placed here. He broke the trees with the blinding light. It's a very creative spot. I love seeing stuff like this. It's just creative things you can do. I don't know if he's the one that created it. He might have seen it somewhere, but still cool to see.
Yeah. And it is gonna give him a lot of vision around this Roshan pit, which the Roshan is gonna respawn in half a minute.
Yeah, you can see what their priority is. Look at HK's wards. He puts 2 fresh wards out near the pit. They're very much expecting to contest Roshan here.
And Mars also has a finished BKB. Missouri finished BKB. That's 3 10-second BKBs for the Dire side. That's going to be difficult for Radiant to play into.
There's a very powerful timing for sure, as they there's not a whole lot stopping these heroes when they're in BKB.
And they're gonna go straight into the Roshan pit. Missouri is gonna get.
They do see this. There is a ward that scouts this, so they know that this is happening, and they're gonna smoke now.
They do have haunt as well. They see this Roshan, so they can haunt for it. There's going to be the haunt forward with the hookshot in there. Now the Will-O-Wisp over the top, and the Aegis is going to be picked up by the Troll Wall. They take out the Keeper of the Light. They will lose the Clockwork, but now there's going to be the ultimate from the Troll Warlock coming out. Now the False Promise onto Double King, and Missouri, he's just stuck in the pit. Cannot really deal a lot of damage. 2 buybacks from the Dire side. Captain Coco is just getting run at. He has his BKB, but Double King, he is just hitting him and killing him. That's a double buyback from the Dire. They get the Aegis, but they don't really win the fight. Humble Korean is going to fall as well. That's the second time. That's a dieback for him.
That was the most beautiful kiting of a BKB troll I've ever seen. He got the Aegis on troll, but they just ignored him. Like, he popped his ultimate, and DK, maybe it was lucky he didn't get rooted, but he just flew, he just daggered over the top left edge of the Roche pit, and the troll ulti was just stuck. He was just like, well, I can't hit it. There's nobody to hit.
Yeah.
They did such a great job of prioritizing their heroes. They say that we're gonna kill these supports. You know, they killed the Kato, they killed the Lina, the Kato buys Zac, he dies again. And after their BKBs are down on the Dire, they're starting to look kind of squishy.
Yeah. There is gonna be a Silver Edge coming on for Missouri soon.
Oh, that's why. I forgot you could do this. So he disassembles the Quarterstaff into Echo Saber.
Oh.
And he's going to build Silver Edge.
Yeah.
And then he'll go Titanic.
Yeah, I was so confused by that Mask of Madness pickup.
I just forgot it was a thing. I'm just dumb. Low MMR analyst here, AMA.
Okay, so I can just blame you on this? Nice.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the L.
Void Spirit has a full Agnum Scepter finished. Also a Quickening Charm for him. Very nice. Let's take a quick look at neutral items here. A repair kit for the Radiant.
Yeah, that one fight in the Void Spirit not dying there. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Screw your neutral item talk. The Ags is so big. Both the supports have 0 counterplay to it. They're actually just ruined by this single item.
Yeah, there's gonna be the smoke up from the Dire. They wanna find a fight. Looking to go top now. They see Double King on the wave, and they have the Silver Edge finished on Missouri. He's gonna go back.
Get out of there.
Oh, Reaper. There's gonna be the Dark Ascension going for Wage. Wage has a BKB. Now the Will-O-Wisp is gonna come out. They have to break. And now the ultimate from the Troll. They find the Spectre.
That was a fuck Spectre play if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. They were
similar
like...
to the fuck Storm play we saw earlier.
Yeah, and with that, now Radiant, they're just completely scatter in all directions.
If they don't have their Spectre, he is kind of the linchpin for their fights. They absolutely need him in order to fight. But Rice Boy doing a nice job. He sees that play and he immediately goes and cuts the mid wave. So while Hellraisins, gets that kill, they're not getting any objectives really off of it.
Yeah, they might get this tier 2 top, but they have Aegis, so like that was kind of to be expected.
Yeah, again, it's just the difference in how both teams are playing. Hellraisins has been playing as 5 for what, 15 minutes now, it seems like. And Stormforce 5 very content to just keep splitting the map, shoving the other lanes in. The only difference is that compared to last game, it's much harder for Hellraisins to go high ground, but they're gonna try.
Yeah, they're gonna force out a glyph. That's gonna be the counter glyph.
He's eating it with the bulwark as well. Very
Yeah.
cool mechanic. But they don't get anything. So they kind of just... They wasted they got the glyph out at least. As we, yeah, we look... I mean, they got the Spectre kill, but the net worth lead didn't change at all.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, like, you still saw, like, the Spectre died very, very quickly. If the Silver Edge is there, Double King is just dead.
Yeah, he needs his Oracle in order to play these fights. He needs he needs that save really badly, because if they are allowed to all-in commit onto the Spectre in one go, he will die. But if they have to do it twice, that's when it starts to get dicey.
There's gonna be another smoke from the Dire. Wage is gonna play as a bait. Rice Boy, Radiant, they're doing the counter smoke. Rice Boy smoke broke. They're gonna find Captain Coca here. He blocks the hookshot. That's gonna be the Haunt coming in. Wage with his BKB. That's gonna be the Will-O-Wisp coming in, hitting onto 3. Now the BKB coming from Reaper. He's just gonna be silencing all of them. But they are looking for this Clockwork. Clockwork is gonna be False Promise. Now that's gonna be the break onto the Spectre. They don't have False Promise anymore. And Spectre is dead. They may find the supports on the Dire side, but that is not good enough. Ooh, and the Sphere.
It looked like that may have been a miscommunication there. They haunted onto the Lina, but then DK went into the fight onto the cores while his Night Stalker and Void Spirit dove past for the Lina and the Coddle. So it seemed like the fight got split up and Spectre kind of just got caught with his pants down.
Yeah. And the False Promise was used on the Clockwork, and now they're just gonna go high ground here. Spectre doesn't have buyback. That's gonna be at least one set of racks.
Plays like that is where maybe the inexperience of Nier as a 5-player come in too, because you just have to save False Promise for your cores, even if you're watching your teammate die in front of you.
Yeah.
It feels so bad, but you like have to.
Yeah. Reaper is gonna have the BKB looking for Wage. They have the silence now, the hookshot connecting and the clogs. Wage has his own BKB. It's gonna be Zippity Zappity and Zippity Zappity out. Finds the kill onto the Night Stalker, now looking for Garda here. Garda is gonna fall. Spectre has a buyback now, but doesn't want to use it. It is only 10 seconds. Rice Boy is gonna be False Promised up. And with that, looking for Wage, he finds the silence onto him. Does he do enough damage? He does. They find the kill onto the Storm Spirit. Void Spirit getting very low. Now the root onto Missouri. Garda just gonna be staffing through, but Missouri just says, okay, I'll hit ya. Now looking for the BKB. Double King doesn't have a basher. And no way to stop that TP.
Alright. That hold went a lot better than I had anticipated it going.
Yeah, they get the kill onto the Storm Spirit. They lose one set of racks.
Yeah, one set of racks. The dieback on the Clockwork, but you're not too concerned with that. The big thing is that they actually managed to bring down the Storm Spirit, and well, there's still some hope, right? You still have Spectre. He's got he actually buys out the Butterfly, so there is no MKB in sight. Maybe Matsuri will swap his items once he sees the Butterfly.
Yeah. So for now, that is gonna grant him quite a bit more tankiness with that evasion.
Yeah, absolutely. If it just makes it harder for them to lock onto him with the troll ulti. The only issue right now is that Matsuri is actually saving. Yeah, he was saving his gold. That was really smart of him. He didn't buy out the Abyssal Blade.
Oh, Rice Boy looking to go onto Humble Korean here. Recognizes there might be heroes behind him and steps out. Alright.
This game's still pretty juicy. Most of the net worth discrepancy is in I guess Troll is at the top, but both Rice Boy and Double King are relatively farmed. So they absolutely have tools to kill these heroes.
Yeah. Now Dire, they're seeing that Roshan is up once again. Missouri making his way there. Missouri has hit level 25 as the first hero in this game.
Uh-oh, do they have a... They don't have a smoke this time.
Oh.
And they're just gonna...
They are gonna rocket flare into the mid lane. Missouri.
They forget about Roshan? Let's hope they didn't forget about Roshan.
Yeah, Dire, they're just gonna walk into this. Radiant, they're gonna be too late.
They're gonna flare. They didn't even flare. It's just dead. Oh, that's really rough. They did such a good job of contesting the first two. And then it seemed like they just didn't think it could be up. And now they Aegis Troll.
Yep, that's an Aegis Troll, and now, like, the waves, like, mid-wave is pretty good for him, top wave is very good for the Dire, and they're just gonna walk in here, and Matsuri says hello to your melee racks. That melee rack says goodbye, because it just died.
Pretty similar to the first game at this point, where Matsuri is just an unkillable frontliner. But he is going to put a little more respect. There's a lot more of kill threat on him this game.
Yeah, there's going to be the spear does not connect onto the racks here. Now the cogs onto pushback onto Captain Coco. Now the arena is going to come out. Wage looking for the backlands onto Near here. Near has the Ghost Scepter and the Glimmer Cape. Is going to survive with that. And now up front is just Double King who's looking to go to the side here. They get the kill onto the Keeper of the Light. And that's so far a pretty good fight for the Radiant. Now the Silence coming out here, looking to go onto Missouri here. Actually, they're looking for the backlines. The Spear connects onto the Spectre. And Spectre still looking to go forward. Yeah,
they're trying to ignore the Troll.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job at that. They're taking out the Mars, they're taking out the Lina. And now Missouri just has to TP out with the BKB. They get 3 kills.
Yeah, they got 3 kills. No buybacks either, I don't believe. But they did lose their second lane of racks.
Yeah.
And they didn't break the Aegis. So 3 minutes left on this Aegis. The Dire can respawn, walk it down bottom.
They're just gonna walk it down bottom and look for megas.
So it's all on Radiant should try to find something while these heroes are dead, but I don't think they can find. They don't have. I guess they have a basher on DK, but it's so hard.
Yeah.
They'd have to like hook into chain bashing or something insane.
And Wage also has the flicker, so he can get out of the cogs pretty much at any point.
Oh, okay. So Garda, I take that back. They actually could chain stun somebody now. Garda finishes up an Ags.
So you can overclock now.
Yeah, it's just mostly his hook is really valuable this game, obviously, and the cogs are extremely valuable.
Yeah.
As did he go the talent? Oh, I kind of wish he had gone the talent just to screw with the troll. Because that's really what your hero is at this point. You're a kite mechanism for this hero.
Yeah. And Garda in mid is gonna get gone on, but Wage doesn't have the solo kill potential anymore.
The craggy code is so obnoxious.
But also that was Storm Spirit with a regeneration rune, so he did not even lose anything with that.
Of course.
It is still running.
Of course. Classic.
Yeah,
classic. Near?
Oh, they are gonna use the ultimate and they're gonna find the kill onto the Keeper of the Light. Now Reaper just gonna run at this Will-O-Wisp here and it's gonna take it out. Now Nier gonna get gone on by Wage here, but Reaper and Garda are on top of Wage. Wage has a cheese, is going to use it, is still silenced up, gets the flicker out of the silence. Can he get away here? Now the stun connects on the Double King, but the false promise is there from Nier. And now Wage, he is gonna get taunted, he is gonna fall. And Missouri still has an Aegis, is gonna be lifted up. Double LSA is going to hit. Now the ultimate from Missouri is gonna come out looking to hit onto Garda. And Nier at the same time is also gonna fall. They are gonna take out the two supports. Double King is gonna get found here by Wage.
He's got buyback.
He has buyback.
And it's buyback on Oracle too, I assume here.
Oh, there's gonna be the Abyssal Blade straight forward onto Riceboy. Riceboy has the Yule Scepter. It's gonna get speared though. And now the arena coming out. Riceboy is gonna fall. Has buyback as well. Double King and Nier are back into the fray. And so is Riceboy. Matsuri still standing strong in the front. Now it's gonna get disarmed. They're looking for the backlash. A 2.5-second stun onto Captain Coco from 25 pounds of the Void Spirit. They're gonna take the kill onto the Mars. Now buyback from the Mars. Now the false promise is gonna be used onto the Void Spirit. Double King still standing strong up front.
Oh, they're gonna find the troll.
Matsuri, his Aegis has run out. They already triggered it and he will fall. A successful hold by the Radiant.
Holy shit, they held. What a hold. That was Aegis cheese and a buyback from the Storm Spirit. It cost them what, 4 buybacks? But I mean you have to commit those buybacks with how far behind or with how much of an advantage that Aegis gives them. And that was... They're really trying their best to kite this troll. You can really see them working. They've done a great job for the majority of this game. Hats off to them. They've that series is like, guys, let me hit somebody, please.
Yeah. And Missouri now actually has a Divine Rapier in stash.
Oh, he actually bought it. Wait, okay. So
instead of the MKB.
Yeah, instead of the MKB, he opts to go for this Rapier. It's a, I mean, very all-in pickup, all things considered, especially because they just lost a fight. So it's okay.
Is there any hero like I feel like Divine is not that great on Spectre? Is it Void Spirit maybe for the Radiant? Or
they missed.
Oh,
wait.
Down bottom,
That thought.
They are gonna find the Yule Scepter, but now the Haunt, they're looking to go into this. Ice Shadow is going to fall. Yeah, now there's gonna be the bash. The hook shot forward. Now the overclocking finds Captain Coco here, and it's gonna push him back. Riceboy has arrived as well. Captain Coco looking for the TP out, and they don't have any more ways to cancel that.
Sadly, their basher was on the Spectre, who had already haunted. But I mean, again, a nice fight. The most important thing you can do when you push the enemy out of your base, and they have heroes that they're waiting to respawn, the best thing you can do is look for fights.
Yeah.
Because the odds are the enemy is not looking for a fight. They are playing very passive. So any fight you take is generally going to be advantageous. In that fight, troll dead, right? So a nice recognition there from Stormforce 5.
Also, Nier now has hit level 20, so minus 20 second on that false promise cooldown. And I mean, if he's not getting gone on, he can do a lot.
It was really hard. They're in this awkward spot where the Storm can no longer 100 to 0 the Oracle.
Yeah.
He's got Ghost, he's got Glimmer, and Ghost Scepter. And Storm doesn't have room for Dust, so he has to... I guess he can kill him with the Sheepstick. I take that back.
Oh,
Sheepstick and Orchid, that should be enough damage. But it's very dicey.
Now, they're looking to go high ground here. Radiant, they're not in their base. That's a hook shot used. The Cogs just gonna push Matsuri back for a little bit, and the repair kit is here to make sure that the tower is a-okay. But Matsuri doesn't want this tower to be a-okay.
This is really scary. He doesn't have Aegis. What?
Yeah.
This is some serious balls to the wall shit. He just buys a rapier and says, "Guys, we're ending this game."
He has a refresher shard for the battle trance refresh.
Yeah. He also has the strongest spells talent, so it's not like he will get bursted.
Yeah, there's gonna be the silence onto him with the hookshot coming forward here. Now the spear connects, but they've already taken out the Keeper of Light. Keeper of Light is gonna buy back. The Hex connects onto the Void Spirit, and they are gonna take out Riceboy. Riceboy is gonna be dead, and that's the dieback. Now Double King still into the back line. Meanwhile, Missouri is gonna go onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker is gonna fall. Now Missouri is gonna be cogs in. He has the refresher shard used. It's gonna go for another battle trance. At the same time, Double King is just in the back lines, just trying to fight 1v4. Missouri very far forward, doesn't have his battle trance anymore. There's gonna be the Will-O-Wisp coming out. It hits onto multiple heroes. Now the false promise is gonna come for Double King. The spear connects onto the Spectre. Wage, he doesn't have any mana here. It's gonna be Abyssal Bladed. Wage is gonna fall. That's a dieback for him. And another successful hold. And Reaper, he is still going forward here. He wants this.
Okay, well, unfortunately he's stuck.
Yeah, unfortunately. He can want it all he wants, but yeah, he's stuck.
That was... again, that fight was very split. You were pretty much catching the back half of it. It's like, yeah, where your circle is, agreed. But on the other side of that fight, the troll committed his BKB and his full ultimate onto the Night Stalker, but who just bought back. And then the second time, then the Night Stalker bought back, and then the troll refreshed and ulted him again, but this time he got Oracle ulted. So the troll was essentially preoccupied by this Night Stalker for the entirety of the fight.
Radiant is gonna go for the Roshan here. Missouri sees this. Oh, his Silver Edge just ran out. He is gonna go for the Abyssal Blade, the counter Abyssal Blade from Double King. Missouri, he's gonna get stunned by Roshan once more. This Rosh is very low. Double King cannot force to give this up. Now the hookshot coming in from Garda. There's gonna be the blinding light. Double King cannot pick up the Aegis. There's gonna be a refreshing charge used. And now there's gonna be, they're gonna find the false promise, and Double King is gonna haunt away. It's gonna be lifted up by the Ice Shadow here. It's gonna be stunned up, but with the cheese, he's gonna be back to full health, looking to go up to the high ground here. It's going to survive for now.
Oh my god, he force-staffed him. He force-staffed on the high ground.
Oh no. Double King.
DK!
He's gonna be lifted up. Missouri is here, has the break, and that is gonna be the Spectre dead for 2 minutes.
That was so close. He picked up the refresher and the cheese instead of the Aegis on DK. That was so close.
Who picked up the Agnum Scepter?
Mars? No.
Huh. I don't know.
Maybe Spectre did. Wait, was that even?
Yeah, it was the fourth Roshan.
Yeah, that was the fourth Roshan.
And yeah, but now it is gonna be 1v5 for Riceboy here. It's gonna dodge the stun. It's gonna get hexed up, but he's near his fountain. But Missouri, yeah, this ancient is dead. Holy shit! Oh, Hellraisins. Game 1 was very convincing, but game 2, they had to work for it. They had to work for this win.
Yeah, I mean, that was a much more hotly contested game. The Spectre just not quite enough. They had some very impressive team fighting in that second game though from Stormforce 5, but Hellraisins, their lead was a little bit too much to overcome.
Yeah. And with that, Hellraisins take the series 2-0. Like this is the first time that we've seen those two teams in this league. Wage, the new mid player for Hellraisins. Any like quick comments about those two teams?
I think Hellraisins already looked very good from RD2L, so it's not surprising that they look really good here. Stormforce 5 with 2 2 new players though, so a new offlaner and a new 5. I think they're pretty temporary, or I don't know if they are, but they looked pretty. They're probably still figuring things out, but they showed a lot of promise, especially in that second game.
Yeah. And with that, this series is over. Thank you everybody for joining, and be sure to hit that follow button on RD2L Masters. We try to have a cast about every day, so if you just want to be kept up to date with some NA dotes, you can either see some Premier Division, Division 1, 2, 3 or 4 here on this channel, brought to you by different casters. So even if you don't like my voice, don't worry, with a follow here, you don't submit to that voice. So yeah, Brightside, as always, a pleasure to cast with you. Everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a great weekend. Keep enjoying the dotes. Have a good night.